Miami nights. I'm living this life 'cause I'm rich off cocaine. 'Cause I'm rich off cocaine.
What is this you've been singing?
One of the great American poets, man, Rick Ross. The last bird flew the coop. I knew soup whoop. Ain't nothing but the wind in my hair.
He says soup.
He says it. I'm not bulletproof. I'm fully proof that you can make it here. All that living fast,
sings
it ain't got to last.
Who sings it?
Me, I'm singing it right now.
No, stupid. Who sings the thing?
Because I'm sitting on top of the world and I'm
who
not
sings it?
coming down. I don't know, somebody that Justice League hired when they produced that beat.
You don't know he cared. No one cares anymore, man.
I do care. I just don't know.
No, who did the beat? Justice League.
Justice
you know that.
League,
Who's
see?
a rapper? Rick Ross. You know that. But fuck the guy singing. Fuck the most catchy part of the song.
It is the best part of the song.
Fuck who did that.
I know who sings on the very next song on that album. My man Robin Thicke.
Yeah. Whatever, man.
That's a good song too. If you came to get
my beard
it
is
started,
way hotter, bro.
Come this way.
My beard is way hotter. Period.
Hotter than what? Oh, than Rick Ross's?
Yeah.
Oh, I agree with that. Okay. Your dreads are better than his too.
Okay. He has dreads?
No.
Okay.
That's why yours are better. See.
No,
First of all,
that's not even a compliment.
First of all,
that's not a compliment.
Follow us at Felipe's Garage. Come on, do the spiel,
on
man.
Instagram. FELIPE'S GARAGE, and if you sign in, the password. Just kidding.
What else is there, man? YouTube's coming. I swear to God, it's coming.
Yeah, man. I don't know.
Got YouTube.
Yo, first dude wrote a clip. James failed us, and then Muds failed us. But I thought it was Muds. But then today I realized it's on you for not getting him the audio. You just thought he was going to magically sing.
Nah.
He's a millennial. He's not going to show any effort, like to ask you for it.
You
He's just
realize
gonna wait
that
for you.
The audio
because it comes
actually,
to his inbox. Everything comes automatically to millennials, so they don't
real.
feel like they have to be proactive.
Have to do it? We have to actually.
Should I follow up? But that's you. I don't know what's your excuse for not sending them the audio.
I released the audio to everyone. It will
you
download to your computer, your phone.
Okay, see,
everyone has the audio.
I was like 50-50. I was like, I'm not even gonna jump in Mud's ass really because I'm not paying him. Number one, number two, I'm not gonna jump in his ass because my man over here is slacking. But yeah, you're right. The audio is available worldwide.
Literally,
people in Antarctica could fucking get this podcast.
If you subscribe to our podcast and you open up your iTunes on your laptop, it will download to your iTunes on your laptop. Muds.
All right.
Did you hear that? Muds.
That's enough promo for Muds.
Okay, so
by the way, speaking of Muds, YouTube coming soon.
YouTube, we've been getting some emails, and they're basically for you, man.
Okay.
So you got to go in there and see what's up. They're asking you questions, and that's FELIPE'S Garage at gmail.com.
And Muds.
He's a good dude,
he's from a group called East of the River. I was in their hood today.
You tried, man.
They were hiding from me.
Yep. And now they're mocking you. If you look in their stories, there's like screenshots of you by their studio, and they're laughing at you and saying, yeah, right. Why would we ever let this dude? I know they do. They think it's a joke. But the problem is they're kind of winning right now. And that's why they're doing that, man.
Yo no soy juguete.
That's right. I agree, man.
Putos.
Damn, you dropped the putos in there. Well, Kiddo did say that you speak Spanish better than a lot of them in that crew. So I'm not dissing.
I'm gonna be back out there next week when
Give
I go
it a try,
see Salvador
for
the acupuncture. Shout out to him.
Shout out to the
acupuncture in East Los. He's serving the community, which is an awesome thing.
That's what's up.
I wanted to go to Espacio. They were closed, but then I got to go to Un Solo Sol, some vegan food. Got some vegan pozole. And then the St. Louis Pharmacy across from the Hollenbeck Center got me some vegan whatever.
Vegan whatever.
But yeah, fuck all that shit, man. Let's get into this hip hop shit,
bro.
Man.
This is FELIPE'S Garage, fool.
Hey, Nicki Minaj album is bomb. By the way,
I still ain't.
That shit is dope as fuck.
But you know what I was listening to?
What?
Miami Nights. I'm living.
Can I ask you a question? I ask people.
I'm rich off cocaine.
Oh, you know what? That's what it is.
What?
Supposedly that guy didn't live that life, so then he makes music about a life he didn't live, so people who didn't live that life relate to it. So it's all like just fantasy. Like
that's
it's just
what it
like
is.
a big. Yeah, I'm like, huh?
Man, it's a fantasy for me because I listen to that and I sing about being rich off cocaine. Yeah, and I'm not.
And
rich.
I think the funny thing is, yeah, you're not rich, and like
and definitely
cocaine like destroyed my family. So when people make songs about it like that, and I'd be like you have no idea like what you're singing about and what you did to families.
I'm rich off killing people in the streets.
Like like that really affected my family like firsthand. So I'm always like. When there's no like E40 has a moral to all of his D-boy stories, and like you look at his Instagram, like he always like and he really lived that shit. Like you know what I mean? Like there's a picture in front of his
rich off cocaine.
Yeah, like he was in front of his mom, but he's a real D-boy. Like when I sat with him for the first time to do a song at his house, he was like, "Yeah, nah." He's like, "Oh, you from LA?" He's like, "Yeah, we used to have to drive to the Slauson swap meet," and he showed me the picture of his like Nissan pickup truck because I was hot in '85. Yeah, to get clothes, to get the starter jackets and
the
shit.
Real stuff.
So these are D-boys from a whole other city, from Vallejo, driving 6 hours down to 5 with pistols, the whole thing.
Doing it.
Just to go to a swap meet to get hip-hop clothes, then drive back to be the flyest niggas in Vallejo. And he was like, then my Uncle Charles took us to record a song. He put it on vinyl. He made so much money. Because even 50 Cent, like all these people will tell you, if you sing Get Rich or Die Trying, when you calculate the amount of time you spend on a corner selling dope, times the risk and reward and all that shit, it's not worth it. And he's like, I made $2,000 off of selling that many records, and the song we did in an hour. He's like, I was done selling dope. He's like, immediately. He's like, I was done.
Miami Nice.
And that's how real people from the game are. Like when you meet them, they're like, yo, that's why the rap shit is so easy. So when people are like, yeah, cocaine, blah blah, like you must have not really
did it.
Like or you got out without facing the consequences and seeing the havoc and destruction it brings, Like I don't judge anybody. I don't know Ross. I don't know his thing. All I know is I have a nicer beard. You know what I'm saying?
That's it.
And a lot of people like his music, and he's another black man doing well. So God bless him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I personally, I can't like Pusha T. I think he's a great lyricist, but I can't listen to that shit, man.
Too much,
Yeah, it's too much. Like, man, we got
and all
too
those
much
fake
to do.
dudes. You think like if E40 was to like see him, would he be like made the song?
40,
yep.
40,
sold dope. Nope.
40 fucks with him. Like a lot of real dudes fuck with him. So Ross has to have some type of whatever. I don't like. That's not my life. Like, so I can tell you who's a real rapper. You know what I mean? But I don't know the streets. Like, doesn't I have homies I could call.
But they'll let you know, man.
Yeah, they'll let me. Yeah, I could call real quick and find out.
I don't really have any homies like that anymore. I used to, but
yeah, that's
not anymore.
That's another thing too. I was gonna say about over here. Like, Felipe must have been a really nice guy, man.
Yeah, nobody disliked my father.
No, but did he ever slap you?
Hell yeah,
all the time.
You want the story?
Yeah, hit it.
Okay, I was probably 8 or 9 years old. This is a great story. And we went to a family party.
Uh-huh.
You know how you go to family parties, food's all out, and it was time to eat. So he's like, go eat. I was like, no, I don't want to eat. I want to keep playing. I want to eat. He said, you better eat now. If you don't eat, you're not getting no food. I don't care what you say. I don't care. I'm not hungry. Just being a bratty kid. So then, so we on the way home. Of course, I'm getting hungry, right? So I'm like, I'm hungry. I want some. And he's like, I told you to eat. You didn't eat, right? And I was like, no, give me food. Blah blah blah. He's like, nope, you're not eating. So getting home, and he sends me to bed. You got to go to bed. So I'm in there screaming and crying. How could you do this? It's a bunch of child abuse, and just screaming all kinds of crazy shit because I'm just a kid and I'm hungry. That's it. I'm hungry, right? Just being a brat. So I just remember him opening the door, and he said, if you don't shut up and go to sleep, I'm going to come in here, I'm going to slap you 3 times straight without stopping. That's exactly how he said it. Right?
Crispy chicken slap?
I've been getting chicken slapped my whole life, man. So he says, I'm going to slap you 3 times straight without stopping, just like that, and then just close the door. I'm out, right? Well, of course, my dumbass little kid, no, I can't, I'm hungry. Next time, no words, bro. I just seen the light turn on underneath my door, like the hallway light, click, just open up. This motherfucker came in, he was like, whap, 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 and just walked back out.
In your face?
Yeah. Knocked the shit out of me, man. And I was just like, I'm going to sleep.
Did you go to sleep because you were slapped unconscious, or did you go to sleep?
I was like, you know how you get so shockingly hurt that the crying goes away? All of it went away. And I was horrified, man. Like, he was a man of his word. He didn't say nothing, just the 3 slaps and walked back out. And I was like, I'm good, bro. I don't need to eat nothing, man. I'm straight. I just went to sleep. And that was it, man. So I got slapped. That was one of many stories, man. My father was funny, man. He, I'll tell you one more. So like I was around, he just, he would like discipline you, but the shit he would say would be so fucking hilarious that like you're getting in trouble, but you're like about to laugh too, like in his face. So one time I was about 12 and my cousin had just got there. He was going to stay like a week during the summer and we were going to hang out and play. It was like the first day. We used to have this freezer in the garage where like we kept a gang of meats and shit, but we had like little popsicles and shit in there, right? So I had gone in there at one time and I left the freezer door a little open. So everything melted, right?
Oh,
so
shit.
I was fucked, man. He came in, he was like, hey, brother, the freezer, it's all locked or whatever, right? I'm like, I'm sorry, I messed up. You ruined everything. And my cousin's sitting right there and I'm sitting right here and he goes, you know what? He goes, your ass is grounded till it comes out of my ass like a fart. And I'm like,
what?
Wait, what?
What the fuck does that even mean, bro?
I look at my cousin. Exactly. So we started dying laughing, man. And he's like, yeah, he goes out. Like, I really don't know when I'm off grounding, man. Like, he farts all the time. Like, it should be like 20 minutes and I'll be good. But I don't know what that means, bro. Like,
what do you mean?
I still don't know what that means. I'm supposed to say, you're grounded till it come out my ass like a fart. That's what he told me, man. Like, I was like,
Senor, Santo Felipe. What does that mean?
What does that mean? I don't even know if he knows. But, like, he was good for phrases like that all the time, man.
No. You can't come up with more. You're grounded until it comes out of my ass.
Like a fart, dude. I don't even know what that means, bro. What does it mean, Murs?
Oh, okay. He means until he can't help it, but to let you off of punishment.
Oh, like it's so long, like when you're holding a fart.
Like when you're like he's gonna hold on there.
Like,
and then one day he's gonna be like, you're not grounded anymore.
Ah, shit. Yeah. All right, go back outside.
Yeah, he's like, you can go out. I can't hold you inside any longer.
All right, get out of here. Yeah,
we finally cracked the code.
That's it. It's got to be that.
See, that's what that.
But it sounded so crazy. Imagine you're getting in like some of the worst trouble of your life, but your dad drops like a fucking punchline on you while he's like getting you in trouble, man. Like it's hard. Like that's confusing for a kid, man. You're trying to like take the punishment, but you're about to laugh at your dad too, because he was funny as hell when he wasn't mad. Sometimes he was funnier when he was mad. You're not even trying to be funny, It's like, I don't know, man. Till it comes out.
You're sitting over here singing that fucking song. You're gonna do it the whole thing. I just noticed, like week to week, like you're that annoying ass kid. Like he needed to slap you more. Because like right there, if you were 8 or 9, like if you were a black kid, if I was that, like what you said, like I don't want to eat my whop right there in the middle of the restaurant.
He gave me one shot, one warning, right?
Yeah, it would have been nothing. My mom just would have tore my ass up from off rip.
Off rip.
Eat your food. I don't want it. Whop right there in the restaurant. Done. Like my mom is not, black parents. No way you get.
I got a few of those. You're not going to get this particular one.
But you would have. Yeah. I would have at 8 or 9 years old. I would have never even thought because like that's what happened. That would happen at the dinner table.
Yeah.
At 8 or 9 years old, if I did that in public, I'm getting punched in the face. Like I'm getting knocked out. I might die. Like I really think
you might die today until it comes out.
Like my mom was like, like black parents like you see like some people like my mom will kill me. Like my mom has hit me with the buckle of the belt in my face.
Ooh.
This was
rough, bro.
Like this is because the bus driver dropped me off at the wrong stop. I was 5 years old.
So you got whooped for
and
that.
I got hit with the belt of the buckle in my face at home. Imagine if I embarrassed my mother at a public restaurant and said, I'm not eating this food. She would choke the shit. Yo, I had so many marks on my hand because black women also, especially in the 80s,
the nails were cracking, bro.
Yo, and then Jerry curl drips into it because she's standing over you. The Jerry curls dripping into your cut. You ever had world of curls inside the cut?
World of curls up in your curl and the curly nails that scratch you up,
bro. So that's what. Yeah, you're like a lot of rappers, man. And
right, man.
Like Joe Rogan, he probably didn't get his ass. Maybe he did. Maybe that's why he's so anti-beating his children.
He probably.
But that's why I didn't mention that last week. I was talking about him, or whenever we were talking about that motherfucker. I'm like, yo, I when I had a kid, I loved the kid so much. I was like, I can't see myself spanking this kid.
Yeah, but
and then there was a rapper that tweeted about it. I don't beat my kids, and I've seen that rapper in so many situations, and I've been like, this is why people want to beat your ass and people slap the shit out of you in real life is because your fucking parents didn't slap the shit out of you.
Yeah.
So I could write a resolution like before I let my son go out there and be a bitch ass and act like a bitch ass and get slapped by someone or someone feels like he's acting. before anyone else has to feel like they have to put their hands on, I'm gonna put my hands on my kid and just enough, so that he doesn't go out into the. And then here when you kept singing that shit, I was like, yo, my initial reaction is to jump across this couch and smack the shit out of dude. And I was
why, dude, man? Why? It's just a song, man.
Cause you don't realize that, like, that's the 8 or 9 year old.
Maybe I realize. Maybe I do realize.
I'm sitting here trying to talk to this man about business, and he's sitting there. Cocaine.
It's not exactly how it sounded. I don't know what that was.
Whatever.
Would you like me to sing it again just to refresh your memory?
No, I like you to. Can you sing the Royce the 5'9" song about cocaine?
Not right now. I'm not feeling that one. That was
you don't
was
know
what
that
was
one
in my
because
heart.
You don't know good rap.
I probably do know it, but it's not in my heart right now.
How many times have you listened to Book of Ryan?
Many times, bro. Okay. That's a great album.
Okay.
Front to back. Prime 2 was a great album, too.
Why don't you just sing that Cocaine?
I don't want to sing it right now.
Okay.
Because now it's got to be something that comes from my heart, bro.
Speaking of that, let's just segue into this albums thing, man.
Okay. Talk to me.
Album that you hated when it came out.
Okay. I love this question.
But you love now.
But I love now. I love this question because some of my all-time hip-hop classics, like my all-time favorite albums, started off with me fucking hating them so bad. Okay? The first 2 De La Soul albums, I fucking hated them. So the first album, like a kid at school had the tape.
Which one?
3 Feet High and Rising.
Right.
And he's like, yo, I love this. You got to check this out. So I borrowed it from him. I took it home. I'm in my bedroom at home. You know what I'm saying? I put it on. And I remember listening to it and thinking like, oh, my God, when is this going to end? I want this to end. This sucks so bad.
Watch the
news. Terrible, yo. This is terrible, bro. I fucking hated it, man.
Boy, shut the fuck up.
But then I don't,
not even Me, Myself, and I?
That was I think I probably liked that because it was out, you know, like whatever, like MTV Raps and all that properly, shit. Yeah, it was marketing, right? Marketing. So, but then somewhere along the lines,
it's right there. That's it.
Boom. This album right here. So somewhere along the lines, you know, I just heard it enough, and all of a sudden, like the genius of it, like emerged to me, and I was like, oh, this is the greatest album ever. I love it. You know
when.
Not like within like months.
Okay.
Right? So I was anticipating De La Soul is Dead big time. I was like, oh, this is going to be it. These guys are like my favorite group now. Boom. Bought it as soon as I could. Little, you know, like your little friggin' allowance money and shit. Like I bought it, popped it in, and I was like, and the same thought, like, damn, dude, when's this going to be over, really? Man? Yeah.
Really?
But
hey, Cocksnot. Hey, Butt Crust.
That was, I'm telling you, the
comic that folded out of the cassette.
That was, I guess, cool, but I didn't look at that first. I popped the tape in because I wanted the music. Right. Okay, but I'll tell you, I felt that way except for one song and one song only that impacted my life to this day.
What is it?
Can you guess what it is?
Biddies in the BK Lounge?
No, man, nah. Millie Pulled a Pistol on Santa. From the second I heard that song, I was like, fuck, that song is ill. Yo, and I got to believe that's a real story, that whole song. If not, it just feels so like, damn, it feels like those fools knew that girl and she was getting abused by her pops. The whole thing is amazing, man. And the beat, that fucking Parliament sample, everything, like that song I've always liked, but the rest of the album, again, it was like, it took me a minute. And that one is my all-time favorite De La Soul album.
That's my all-time favorite album. When people ask you, like, if you can't live without one album,
I would agree. That one,
like De La Soul is Dead, is probably
must have, bro.
Yeah, gotta have it.
It's not my all-time favorite. You know my all-time favorite, and I never disliked that one from the beginning. I loved it all.
Yeah, okay.
But the De La Soul,
I see how you're avoiding saying the name. But
I'm trying to out of respect for you, bro.
Thank you, bro.
I
appreciate your respect, man.
You know what I'm saying? De La Soul is like.
Yeah, gotcha. Well, it's funny enough. Mine is this album.
The second
Brand Nubian album.
You hated it.
It was so hyped. Like, the Source is where I got everything.
Yeah.
So, like, back in the days, about to do a breakdown about it, but back in the days.
Boulevard of Linden?
Yeah. Even that album. Like, people didn't know what was good. Like, because, you know, like, hip-hop was still new.
Yeah.
So there was, like, Main Source. The only reason I bought Breaking Atoms was because it got 4.5 mics in the Source.
Right. So
because the Source came out 2 months before the album came out. So I'm reading about this album. I was like, oh, as soon as this drops, I'm getting it. There's no release dates back then. You just have to go to the record store, wait till you saw Breaking Atoms on shelf.
Oh, shit, it's here finally.
I was like, okay, I'm going to get that one because I read the review.
Yeah.
And I read the article about him, even though they were new. Same thing with Das Effects. Crisscross. Like, I was waiting for these guys to come out. And then Brand Nubian, by then I was really up. And so I was like, they had already given a classic to One for All. So I was like, oh, and the second one on God We Trust got 4.5. So I was like, oh man,
it's in there. It's no.
Then I heard Punk jump up to get beat down. And I was like, ooh, yeah. And I was all, I was in the Onyx and shit. Like, I'm ready. Like, so I'm like, all right, cool. Doing an East Coast stomp and go to Martin's Records. I buy from my man Darren. Never returned a record there in my life.
You returned this one. Come on.
I went to the barbershop, sat down. I listened to it while I waiting to get my hair cut. Yo, like,
you wasn't feeling it.
None
of it.
I walked back that same day.
You had to love it or leave it alone.
I left it.
You chose to leave it alone.
That's the song I hated the most.
Me too, though.
I think I got to that and I was like, oh my God.
I like the beat now, but like then I was like, this is whack. I ain't feeling this.
Give me something else. I forgot what I got. It wasn't even as good.
You probably got Paperboy, right?
Might have got
Mr.
Paperboy.
Grimm.
Yeah.
Don't Smoke.
Well, no, not a single. I had to get an album, and he like took 10% off because I unwrapped it and everything. Like, it was an embarrassing moment for me, and he loved it too because he was older than me. He loved. He's like, you're making a mistake. Like, you're gonna like this when you get older.
And I get it too because that's more like It's like you could still listen to that and even not only enjoy the music, but you can glean stuff from those type of records.
Yeah,
like
some records learn.
Yeah.
And now I fucking love it, man.
It's
even just even the fucking peace to Allah. That's the 5% anthem,
dude.
And like if you listen to it, it goes through the supreme alphabet. Like it's just, and then it got me. And then Everything Is Everything came out, the third Brand Nubian album, and I loved it. And I guess too, you know what? I was a huge Grand Puba fan, and I think that part of that was me like, and that's when you get into like West Coast kids, and maybe there is a loyalty in other places, but for me, like it's like such a gang thing. Like, hey, fuck them, they can't never be. And then even from the Ice Cube NWA thing, I was like, yo, man, Puba, he doper than everybody in the whole group, man. They ain't got no Mary J. Blige on this motherfucker. You know what I mean? Like, they ain't got no Jabos.
Jabos.
You know, like, I was like, these dirty ass, bum ass niggas, man. I'm so stupid, man.
Grand Puba's album was tight.
Yeah, bro. But then Grand Puba's second album, and that's when I was like, okay, everything is
the 2000 single.
Yeah.
And you say New York City.
Yeah. And I was like, what the fuck? That was worse than Love Me or Leave Me Alone to me. I was like, what is this nigga?
I like that one off the hop. Off rip, I like that one. That one was hard.
I have it on vinyl.
Grand Puba, Doogie, and Alamo. What's up? And we're good to go.
Yeah.
Those little flows.
And then Brand Nubian like had all of that, and they had oh man, they had so many good albums or good songs on Everything Is Everything, and then that made me go back eventually to In God We Trust.
You just made me think of a question because I there's a specific moment, but I want to ask you. So we were kids when all this was coming out. Like this, like allowance money or like some tapes I snuck to get because my parents were not like going to allow me to listen to like the bad words and shit. What was the first song you heard? Obviously, it couldn't have been in a club setting because we were kids, but like in like where you heard on big speakers, like a DJ spinning it, versus like just hearing it on your stereo at home, or like, do you remember what the first song was?
No, I remember. Man, fucking the things I remember hearing like that loud were all out of 5.0s. Like living in Linwood, like motherfuckers driving on the straw with beat, like boom, like every Easy E song.
Bass first.
I'm Easy E guy, bitches galore. You make God loud, and the dope boys were bitches like dope boys would drive by playing that, and it was like God coming out of the car.
I feel that. Yeah.
But being in the club, the first record I can remember...
Or not necessarily a club, because mine is a party, like a house party. But just like a DJ with big speakers, like that, where people are dancing.
I mean, I used to go to... I was scared, like, to dance and all that shit, because I was a fucking weird... I used to tell people I was gynophobic, like, just like reclusive with girls.
Gynophobic?
Yeah. And so I was like... So I remember like hearing DJ Quick, like... just because I didn't say that I wanted to fuck and I wanted to dance but not knowing how to. And like, not like, that's when niggas would just go up and grab girls by the arm, and like, I just wasn't that bold. So the first record I remember like wanting to dance to and I still to this day would like love hearing out loud is Shoot to Kill by Matt Lion.
Oh shit.
Like, I shine my Glock until I'm satisfied, so you don't have to worry. That shit hits, bro.
Yeah.
Shoot to Kill.
That's a good one, man.
So that's mine.
Mine is so I guess the way I'm saying it, like, you know, I went to a party and like songs that I didn't care about were playing. But like I'm saying like a song that I care about when I heard it in a different context.
Oh, in a different state. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, like so mine was Flavor of the Month by Black Sheep.
Ooh.
Bro, I remember just like walking in the party. It was like I don't know who it was. My friends took me to like some party. I don't know, like somebody's backyard. The DJ was there. To me, the speakers were gigantic. I don't know if they were, but it seemed like they were just like taller than every human at the party. I just remember him dropping that boom, boom.
You got to hear that bass in the air.
And dude, I just remember going like, oh my God. And then the drums drop and everybody was doing their little, like started dancing and shit. And I was like, I got hip hop on a completely different level in that one moment.
Yeah.
Because like, I'm listening on stereos or with my friends or like, I would hear shit up the street or like dudes would roll through with big boom boxes. I remember the older kids in my neighborhood. There was this Puerto Rican kid named Eric Sanchez that there was actually another Puerto Rican, surprisingly, when I was growing up. But he was older and he was scary as fuck because he was so hard. He would come. He was like that. If you watch any of those like old like
Was
80s,
he from New York?
I don't even know. Probably. I don't know.
Oh, you never talked to him?
Yeah, we would talk to him all the time. But we would like bow down to a player that is greater than you. Like it was like, he was like he would if you watch any 80s like hip hop movie, like he is the stereotype like
I wonder if he's the dude that ran up on us at the park by your house one day.
I don't know, man.
Because we were tagging in there and he ran up, he was from DCEPS and he was like, yo, I'm from New York. He was a Puerto Rican kid, and I was like, yo,
it might be.
He
this
ran
dude
up on
was
us
hard
cold.
As fuck. Was he hard as fuck?
Yeah,
that was him.
And he was like, that's why I knew about Decepticons. I was like, Decepticons?
Yeah.
Anyone else would have said it to me, I would have laughed in their face like, nigga, that's a toy. No,
this nigga was hard.
Yeah, I was like, I was like, yo, DCEPS? Word? I was like, okay, well, that must be a real gang in New York because I'm not fucking with dude.
And that park, a lot of shit went down in that park, and I used to see like that, like before, like we like started fighting and shit. We were too young. We were just like kids, like going to the park to play and shit. I used to see that dude fight fools. So it wasn't just like his demeanor. Like, no, we knew what that motherfucker could do, and he would come with like his boombox. So whatever he played was like, it's the dopest shit. Yeah. You ain't gonna say shit to him, bro. Like, but aside from that, like, that was a hip hop moment too, in a way. But like hearing that song in that new context, and so I would always look for that afterwards. So I like. There's a lot of songs that I'll hear on the radio, even up to this day. And like, I'll be like, oh, it's cool. But then the second you hear it, like in a different scenario, like a club scenario, like you start to understand music in another way. Like we had that talk about like the rhythm and like the reason for music and shit like that. I think when you experience it like that, like sometimes you can understand why people do what they do too. You know what I mean? Like the types of music they do.
Like it's fucking, what was that shit? Like, it's all because it's communal as well. Like,
yeah, for sure.
Also, you're hearing it how it's supposed to be made. Like, people used to mix records for real back then for the club.
Yeah,
and hear it on big speakers. So just hearing it on that thing, but then also hearing it in an empty room is not good. But also hearing it in a room full of people that are on the same vibration.
Absolutely.
As you. That's when I heard "Shoot to Kill." Was like a bunch of dreadheads that look like me. Like I get picked on everywhere I go. But now I'm in a room full of people who look just like me, and we're all smoking weed. And it's like. Yo, like,
it matters. It really matters,
like girls with head wrap years before Erykah Badu dropped and the world got in a head wrap. Years before Snoop Dogg dropping motherfuckers down and smoking weed. Like this we're in downtown LA in a warehouse, and here's this fucking raga.
Yo, that matters. All of that matters so much. It's like have you ever seen a movie like? Okay, I'll give you a perfect example, bro. You remember Superbad?
Yeah.
Did you think that was funny?
Yeah.
Okay. The homies went and saw it. I was supposed to go with them that day. These motherfuckers came back like, oh my God, you got to see this shit. This shit is crazy. Ah! And so I was like, I told my wife, like, hey, we got to go see this. Like, I got to see this. I don't even know if she might have still been my girlfriend at the time. We got to go see this.
Your wife or your ex-wife?
No.
Okay,
now.
I was just making sure you were safe.
Yeah, I'm safe. Don't worry about that. So I told her, like, hey, let's go see this. All right, I'll go see it. And she likes comedy, but she's not into dumb comedy, especially when it's so like guy comedy. Like, she ain't feeling that chicken slap shit. She don't understand it. I'm like, trust me, this shit is lit. She's like, no, I ain't feeling that. Don't show that to your son. I don't want them to think that's cool.
I showed my son. He thought it was pretty. He wanted to show his cousin who's 3 years old.
I'm gonna show it. Well, yeah, but you're doing the slapping, so he's like, yeah, my pop slapped the shit out of this kid.
No, he didn't. He just thought you were funny.
But anyway, we went and saw Superbad, and it was like it ruined it for me. It was a terrible experience because she was like,
Oh,
you know how you feel that energy.
You still married her after that? Just kidding.
Yeah. I didn't marry her for movie taste. I'll tell you that right now. No. There's plenty of movies we like together. But yeah. It was
those kids weren't born because of Superbad.
Hello. No, but for real, I'm sure you've had that experience.
Oh, fuck yeah.
And the same thing with music. Like, you could be like, damn, this shit is hard as fuck. And you just look at the person next to you. Like, they're just not getting it.
Nah,
like,
it's not.
It's just going right over their head.
We had that, me and Lucky from Legends, we did New Year's. Funny, we did it with De La. Well, we did 2 shows. We had a New Year's 1999 going into 2000. Yeah. We had a New Year's show in Australia. I think we were in Sydney or Melbourne.
That's dope.
De La was playing up the street. We played, and then we saw Paz and them, and we walked with them over to their show and did it.
Yeah.
But I think the night before, we were at this club. Lucky can get you to, back then, maybe still now even, could get you into anything.
Any place.
New Year's Eve.
Yeah.
I think it's Melbourne, downtown, one of the fanciest hotels. They're having a hip hop night. Like, so over there, only black people are Africans, and a lot of African dudes would hate when we would show up because this is still like 99, so it's before like internet and what is that shit called? Who is the fucking online store where you can get fresh and buy clothes? Oh,
which
God,
one?
They went out of business now. Oh God, Karmaloop.
Before Karmaloop.
Before Karmaloop. So they were like wearing old ass FUBU and shit. And then we show up like I would show up in ill ass shit.
Some
that
fly
I just
shit, bro.
New shoes like
fuck
J's.
these Americans.
I think I had my 13s. I had some Jordans, some brand new.
Too fly for him.
Lucky would just wear a tank top and he's all swole with tattoos and like so motherfucker. We got in. Everybody else is suited like to the night. It's 1999 going into 2000.
Yeah.
Bad bitches. And it's like we're underground like legends. Literally living legends. We're underground. Yo. I forget, it was like some random Laker like and his son were there or something.
Oh shit.
And we walked in.
Some random Laker. Anyone. Who cares?
Yeah. No, I know that I'm not saying any names.
I know.
And suppose I didn't know it was their girls, but Lucky went over and just took the girls.
Damn,
and then we're dancing in the middle of the dance floor. Everybody these girls have on white gowns.
Yo.
Ass in the air. And it's Yin Yang twins. What? I never danced 3, 6, 9, painted line.
And all of a sudden you was feeling it. All of a sudden.
Loving it.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about,
to the window.
The girls are doing it like this.
And I'm like, yes.
All of a sudden
I feel like a god.
All of a sudden you like, till the sweat drips down. Like, you're like,
yes. I'm like, oh,
skeet. Oh.
And we were lucky, like, we had to leave. Oh, we were going to De La show, so we just left the girls. We were like, all right, we're out. We made our point, and then we're like, we're leaving the club. Like, that's what they make, because we're getting ready to go to De La show. This is a whole other problem. Like, that's what they make that music for.
Exactly.
I get it now.
Exactly.
I get it now.
That's what I'm talking about. So there'll be a lot of songs just like that one that you just said that, you hear it in the right context, and you're like, why am I feeling this right now? Like, I don't even know if I'm supposed to like this shit, but you know what? This shit is the bomb. But you know, if you're in a place and you see girls dancing to it, that automatically starts making you you're like, oh, okay, I see. That's why all these fellas are here. That's why everybody's drinking. That's why that club environment exists, and that music exists for that club environment, because you can see it. You're like, oh yeah, I'm feeling it right now. This is kind of tight. You know what I mean?
And that's why I was like, like I went to New Orleans. I'm a huge fan of New Orleans rap. That's some of my favorite rap. I used to when we go on tour, I used to be like, yo, take me to the hood, to the record store, and like that's where I first bought my Soulja Slim, like. Soulja Slim, man, just for a weekly, like, he has a song, write me, bitch, and I'll write you back. I'm locked up in my cell, don't act like that. Classic, like, to me, that's Plies before it's Plies, like, shit that I know my homies go through, and I'm like, oh, man.
Yeah.
So I always, like, Juvenile's my top 5, like, Wayne, like,
people sleep on Juvenile's rap skills,
Mystical,
man. I gotta
like,
say.
New Orleans has just, shout out, to Currency, like, there's just, like, just between Currency, Mystical, and Juvenile, you have 3 very different styles of rapping. You know what I mean? And they're all really good, but they're all very unique. And you don't get a city that small. Not that it's a small city, but like it's confined. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
With so much diversity. I just love that. I love the music. Even going Zydeco, like all this, there's just so much culture. So I go down, when I go on my MURS for President tour, I go to the radio station. I'm talking to the program director. He's a fan of mine from college radio. And funnily enough, when I was on that tour, a lot of the people would be like, yo, I really love your shit, but like we can't play that shit up here, like because everybody ends up being a PD comes from college radio,
right.
So they knew my Def Jux shit. They're like, they would take the meetings just to meet me, but then be we can't. Nah,
we just wanted to meet you, man. What's up, man?
Yeah. Oh man, that's a whole other story.
But you just reminded me. Okay, so when LA Symphony first got signed, like we were doing all these, like they were flying us like to all these places to do like promos and showcases and all this type of shit that we were doing. So we were in New York. This is around 2000, 2001, like around the time when Mystical was really popping. Like all his like Ganja, all that shit, right? So, dude, we were at the Hudson Hotel, right? And fucking in the restaurant was Steve Rifkin and fucking Mystical just kicking it, right?
Oh, wow.
So fucking has his tracksuit on, like whatever. Yeah, Mystical's there just fucking iced out like crazy, right? So our publicist was with us. So he's like, yo, LA Symphony, we got to get that promo shot. You got to go get a picture with Mystical. So he goes up and he talks to him. Whatever, they come. So Mystical, we walk over, we meet him. What's up, man? What's going on? What do you know? Like he's super like that already, right? So I was standing next to him in the picture, right? This motherfucker goes to like he puts his like you put your arms around like in the picture. He goes like this, and this dude's fucking bracelet flies off his arm. He does not know that his bracelet just flew off, right? Nobody knows but your boy Young Cook, right?
Oh,
so,
God.
Dude, I look down, bro. I pick this motherfucker up. It's heavy as fuck, full of diamonds. And I'm like, dude, I think I'm holding like 150K right now in my hands. And I could just be quiet. And
You're
just
a Christian,
go like this, bro. Of course, I'm like, especially at that time, I'm looking at it. So before I gave it back, though, I got to show the homies. I'm like, Joey, come here, man. Feeling like all the homies, I get them around. I'm like, man, look at this, bro. This shit could change our group's lives right here, right now, bro. And they're like, oh, my God. And I was like, man, I got to give it back. Of course I gave it back, man. He was, oh, man. Like, he didn't even know that this heavy-ass chain just flew off his hand. He was like, whatever.
Wow. He could probably use that right now.
I would. Maybe today I would have kept it.
He could.
Maybe.
He could use
it. He could really use it right now, bro. But this fool, I'm telling you, it was fucking diamonds. Like, I was just holding it like this, bro. It was
rap
crazy,
money,
bro. That was different kind of rap money back then. That's some different shit.
So I was at the radio station and I asked the program director. I was like, "So who's the hottest rapper in New Orleans? I'm a huge fan of New Orleans rap. Put me up on who's next." And he's like, "Okay, it's called Sissy Nobi."
Sissy Nobi.
I said, "It's? What you mean?"
It's yeah.
And he's like, "It's like a transgender." I was like, "What?" I was like, no. I said in the hood, like.
Yeah.
He's like, no.
They're
like, no. I was like, what do you mean, bro?
Yeah.
And he played it for. I don't know if he showed because this was like 08, so it was like I think he's showing me a picture.
Yeah.
I was like, what? And he's like Big Frida.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what? Like this is the first time I've ever seen this in hip hop or anything. And I was like, so everybody fucks with this. He's like, yeah, it's bounce music and bitches go crazy for this shit.
So they're cool.
So the dudes
fellas
are cool.
Cool.
Like,
and
that's when it hit me. I was like, oh. And I checked it out and I was like, oh, this is dope. And like, so I've been a fan of him or her. I don't know the proper gender, whatever.
Proper way to
but
say
Frida
it.
And, before, because Frida was like.
Frida's killing it.
Frida was like the manager of Sissy Nobi or something. Like, Frida wasn't even center stage really. And then they fell out and then Frida just whoosh,
exploded.
Yeah. Love Big Frida. I got Big Frida Christmas album on my phone. Like,
damn, really?
Man, I fuck with it.
Yeah.
But you
said it's called.
That's what he said. I said, what do you mean it's, bro?
What do you mean it's?
Yeah.
Nowadays you can't say that, bro.
No, yeah.
I mean, you could tell the story, but you can't be like out there like, hey, what is that?
You
got to know the right terminology.
Because he didn't know how to refer to him or her, like,
especially years ago.
Yeah, I still don't like. I don't know, like, until someone tells me their preference. I feel I had to start taking like ma'am or sir out of my vocabulary. Because I had like someone that was transgender or whatever.
Yeah. And they start correcting you?
No, they didn't correct me, but I could tell. I was trying to be polite, but I could tell in their face, like, by saying sir, I had offended them.
Oh, okay. I got you.
And I was like, maybe they don't identify as a male, so I have to stop. Like, I'm thinking I'm being polite. Like, I try to, yes, sir. I teach my son, yes, sir, yes, man. Even my fans.
I still think that's good. I
mean, you can't do that anymore.
You can't say nothing. Yes, human.
Thank you kindly. That's why I started saying thank you kindly. Thank you very much.
How about we just say human? Is that not cool anymore? Thank you, my human. Thank you, my human. Thank you, human. You're a good human. You're a good human.
You're
my
a good human. All right, what was on that next on the list?
Thank you, my higga.
We got
What you got, bro?
Comics. You read Fantastic Four.
I did, man. If anybody followed my story today, I went to took my young son Jacob, man.
Jake, what up?
6 years old. First time he went to the comic store. I didn't tell him where he was going, and he was happy as shit, bro. His eyes were big. Man, I ain't been in it. It was a very surreal experience for me, bro.
I went to the comic book.
Comic Bug. You know the place, right?
Yeah, I go to both of them, Manhattan Beach and Culver City. Shout out to them.
Yeah, shout out to Culver City, man. And I haven't been in there, dude. Honestly, probably like 17 years. Like, damn. I mean, it's been a long time.
Welcome home, son.
I know. I was like,
welcome
damn,
home,
bro.
Yo.
And like, it's still set up the same way, but like, because I'm not familiar with pretty much almost none of the titles, because they're all like different, and like the art is different and everything. Like, it took me a minute. I'm like, I had to look at each book and just kind of analyze. Oh, okay, I see. This is the DC section. To go over here. Where's X-Men? Because I love X-Men. Jesus Christ.
Were there any cholos chasing you into the comic?
Nah. That's the comic book store, though. Have I told that story on this podcast? I did tell that one. Yeah.
So that's the one you got trapped in?
That was
so
that
this
one.
is revisiting some sensitive trauma for you.
Yeah, but
for the mechanics.
Yeah, I went in, man. My heart started beating. I looked around for any cholos. There was none. Thank goodness. That was good. There were some young kids in there, but they were white.
You're like,
and
I could
safe.
take them.
I could take them if I need to. My son is safe. We're good. But yeah, man, I was like, damn, there is a lot of X titles. Because X-Men has always been my favorite. I was like, there was like 3 shelves of X alone.
Shit, you could have called your boy, I would tell you.
I know, I should have called.
X-Men Red.
I saw that. It looked dope. And they got Old Man Logan. They even got Old Man Hawkeye.
Yeah,
I was like,
skip all that shit. Just go X-Men Red.
That's it. What about, there's like X-Men Blue, X-Men Gold. Yeah, freaking X-Men marriages. There's like X-Men, all kinds
X-Men
of stuff,
Mr.
bro.
and Mrs. X.
Yeah.
Rogan Gambit got married. Bro.
But you know what I did? I went in and I bought the book you requested that I buy.
Fantastic Four by Dan Slott.
The new Fantastic Four, the reboot.
Yeah.
#1. And I read it, bro.
And what'd you think?
And it appears that it's picking up from some sort of older story.
Yeah.
Where supposedly, quote unquote, air quotes, Mr. Fantastic and the Invisible Girl are dead.
Yeah, and the kids.
And the kids.
Yeah.
You're right. And the Thing, and they're just moping around, and they're fucking sad. And, you know, the Human Torch is still holding that torch up for the two, thinking they're alive. And, yeah.
You didn't like it?
It was all right. Okay, here's what I'll say. I know it's a comic book.
Right.
So I'm not trying to diss. Felt a little bit kind of childish in parts. Like, that's kind of corny. Like, and from what I remember reading comics, like, it didn't always feel like that. Some books do. Some books do that on purpose, and you like it for that. I was just kind of like, some of it. And then it wasn't bad. It was cool. It was cool.
Yeah, I thought it was gonna suck because I'm not a fan of Dan Slott.
You're not a fan of him.
So like Spider-Man came off one of the worst runs ever. People hated Superior Spider-Man.
See, I don't know nothing about that.
You know, like in the Avengers movies where the fucking tentacles come out the back of his suit.
Yeah.
So that suit was invented,
and they hated that.
And people hated it.
Really?
And I loved it.
I love that in the movie.
Yeah, and I loved it in the comic book. Yeah. And then they came along and they killed it all. People hated it in comics, so they killed it. And they brought Dan Slott in, and he started rewriting. And I was like, what was wrong with before? And this new guy said, because with Spider-Man, you have to be witty. Like, you got to be funny, really funny.
True, because he's got to say
and like,
to
me, he just didn't have it. He lost it. But they kept him on it for 8 years. So
that's a long time.
Like, there's certain shit I read Spider-Man, Thor, Black Panther, usually, regardless of who's writing it.
Yeah.
But I couldn't. So I just then I was mad at this dude. So then I gave him Fantastic Four. Like, I haven't liked Fantastic Four for longer than that.
I never cared about Fantastic Four.
I was caring about it for a second, and then Jonathan Hickman took over, and it got too, like I said last week, got too sciencey, whatever. Then now they bring in a guy I like even less.
Even less.
But because I talked shit and I felt so bad how I was hating on him.
You had to read it, and you had to get me to read it.
Yeah, and then sometimes you may not like fucking chocolate on your pancakes, but you do like chocolate with your peanut butter.
That's true. You know? And then you eat Reese's.
And so, right? I read it and I was like, it wasn't that bad.
Yeah, it wasn't that bad.
Because he doesn't have to... I'm not expecting quick wit. Like, he's telling a story. But then the Dr. Doom thing at the end threw me off. I was like, I don't know what's been going on with Doom.
I was just going to say the same thing. I don't know what's been going on with Doom, so whatever. I don't even know what's been going on with Doom, the rapper. You know what I'm saying? He put a good project out, but what's he been up to?
He can't come back in the country, man.
Yeah, I know. So that's what I'm saying, man.
So
if I don't know what's going on with Doom, how am I going to know what's going on with Dr. Doom?
Anyway, moving right along.
Oh, no, but I was going to say... I was going to say one more thing about that. Being in the comic store, you seeing the ones on the wall, and then there was like a reprint, like just a reissue, like special edition cover of like the first appearance of Cable or some of these old X titles. It's kind of breaking my heart, bro, because I had so many books that were worth mad dough, like the first appearance of Cable, or like certain, like not the first appearance of Wolverine, but like some of those Wolverines that where he showed up and fought Hulk, and like those real like shit that I know was worth a lot of money, bro. But your boy Young Cook, with perhaps a former relationship that, you know, I don't want to get in trouble for talking about,
right,
may have come onto some financial troubles at one point in my life, and I had to unload the books, man, like 12 to 15 long boxes. It was like for like, I think I got $1,600, bro, and it had
primo shit. If you got $1,600 back then,
yeah, dude,
you probably would, because this is before comics were movies and blew up.
Yeah, and if I would have, but even then, if I would have sold them, like if I had time to, because I had to pay bills, it was
individually bad. It would have been.
I would have made like quadruple that easily, and it's just gone. So when I see them, I'm like, fuck.
Let's just have a moment of silence for those.
All right. And we're back, bro.
All right, we're good.
We're back. So,
last thing about comics, Edge of Spider-Geddon came out. This dude Jed McKay wrote it. It's fucking amazing. It's fucking punk rock Spider-Man. Dope as shit. If you're gonna buy a comic book this week, make it Edge of Spider-Geddon.
I will say, I don't know if I'll buy the next issue of Fantastic Four, but being in that shop made me want to be in that shop more. Yeah, she was pretty tight. So I'm hoping. I bought a SpongeBob comic for my kid. He picked that. I felt to keep him safe for now, because I don't know what pops off in comics right now until I've kind of perused it.
You don't want to go in there.
I said, this the children's section? Yeah, anything. There's Turtles, Teen Titans, whatever, man.
Yeah, I let Bishop do whatever, but that's a whole nother
but
thing.
I gotta know.
Yeah,
I gotta like know what's going on. It's like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's crazy.
I gotta swim those waters a bit before I let him jump in.
You know Cosmic Ghost Rider, don't let him touch that one.
Yes, yeah, he would see stuff too, and we ask him. He asked me, he's like, he saw Ghost Rider. He's like, is this a good guy? And I was like, yeah.
Yo, Cosmic Ghost Rider, this motherfucker is the future, and Frank Castle doesn't die. He goes to work for Thanos. Then Thanos he goes to work for Galactus.
Okay.
Thanos beats Galactus' ass and takes Punisher on his side. Then Punisher goes to work for Thanos, finally ends up dying, goes to Valhalla, rips a god's nose off.
There's a lot going on.
Then Odin's like, yo, fuck you. You got to get the fuck out of here.
Get out of here.
I'm turning you into Cosmic Ghost Rider. You can do anything you want. Just get the fuck out of here. Anything in time, space. So this motherfucker says, you know what I want to do?
I want to kill you.
He's like, how come no close? He's like, I'm going to go back and kill Thanos. This motherfucker pops up in Thanos' 3. Pulls out the jammy about the. I'm like, yo, they're gonna let this motherfucker shoot Thanos in the face.
That would have been hard.
A baby Thanos. He's like, what's going on? It's cute.
Oh, he went back in time.
To a 3-year-old Thanos is about to murder this motherfucker in his crib.
Yeah, I don't know if my 6-year-old is ready for that shit, bro.
And then he changed his mind. He's like, fuck it. And then he wraps the chains around him like a baby harness, like how guys. And then hops on his fucking Ghost Rider cosmic motorcycle.
Rides off with baby Thanos.
Rides off with baby Thanos on his chest. It's like, fuck it. I'm going to raise him the right way.
Baby Thay.
Baby Thay.
We call him Baby Thay. From that point, he became Baby Thay.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? This is like, we got nerdy on this episode, but I got to get a little nerdier, bro.
Uh-oh. Okay.
I was really excited about this, man. I realized that our podcast already has the Mandela Effect, bro.
What does that mean?
You don't know the Mandela Effect? All right,
Did we talk about this?
I don't think so. I don't know. The Mandela Effect is this thing that happens. So it's
we did talk about the history thing.
Yeah, so like people remember Mandela dying in the 80s, and they swear to God like it happened. Yeah. And it's all about multiverses and all kinds of shit like that, right? Well, our podcast got the Mandela Effect, bro. Because, bro, we got the crispy chicken slap challenge, right? But if you go back and listen to that episode, we never said crispy chicken slap ever.
Oh, really?
We say crispy chicken smack.
Damn.
So what was it? Did it used to be the crispy chicken slap, and then we fell into another multiverse?
No,
bro?
man.
And now
got it wrong.
Our shit's all fucked up. I talked to you during the week. Don't take this from me, bro. We got the Mandela Effect. I've been waiting for a real life Mandela Effect in my own life, man.
You might have done it yourself subconsciously to create one. Because you're the one that told me it's crispy chicken slap.
No, don't don't say this, man. It's a Christian chicken. I mean, it's a crispy chicken smack is what we actually said
now
on the
it's
podcast.
A crispy chicken
but
slap.
It's a slap because it's a slap. It's a slap.
Was it a smack or a slap? I think it might be a smack because it exploded. A slap means a pop, but it didn't really make a pop. It was like a...
Yeah, but see, we can't change it back now, bro. Mandela Effect, man.
All right, so the Mandela Effect is irreversible.
Good. I don't know, man. Just Google. Hey, have fun, man. Anybody who fucking goes on YouTube and just type in Mandela Effect, I promise you, at the very least, you'll be entertained.
I mean, you know how that affected me? I walked into a fucking store to Barnes & Noble looking for Jay Prince's book, Power of Respect.
Yeah.
And fuck you, Barnes & Noble. I'm canceling my membership because you didn't have it.
Because they didn't have it.
But I ended up buying the Nelson Mandela book because for some reason I was like, why is Mandela on my mind? And the lady was walking around thinking I was stealing. It's like, did me like I was fucking 15.
Here we go.
Can I help you with something? So it's like, now I gotta find a book to buy so this bitch doesn't think I'm in here stealing.
See? And so you got that Mandela?
Huge. A long walk to
freedom. Did it affect you, that book?
I guess so. Your shit affected me.
Yo, but it's true, man. They say like Jiffy peanut butter. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Doesn't exist. According to our new universe, bro. It's Jif. You remember that movie?
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah.
You remember that Genie
It's not
movie?
Jiffy, but because Jiffy Lube's a thing and Skippy peanut butter's a thing, so people just...
And Jiffy Pop.
But it is, yeah, and Jiffy Pop. So
you remember Sinbad's movie where he was a genie?
No.
It doesn't exist, but a lot of people... I remembered that. I was like, nah, Sinbad was a genie.
He was a pirate or something. But he dressed like a genie. Sinbad dressed like he looked like a. This is all explainable.
See, man, you just want to take
Sinbad
the magic
like
out of it.
Genie.
You're a comic book fan, and you just want to take the magic out of our podcast having Mandela Effect, bro. I've been waiting for a Mandela Effect, and you're taking it from me, bro.
Man.
Come on, man.
Let's hurry up. I gotta recommend an album, which is gonna say.
I recommend you go on YouTube, man. Just type in Mandela Hip-hop. Effect, and Hip-hop. I promise Hip-hop. You'll go into a deep dive.
Noah James has a great album.
Oh, he does.
Called Granny Said.
Granny Says. That album is tight.
It's really dope. It has a lot of positive things. It's like a fucking, excuse my French, but it's like a nigga version of like all that positive quote shit. It's like palatable for me that I can listen to.
Okay.
And I met the man's granny, and
like
she
Tony
really
Robbins.
with the bullshit.
Yeah.
She was sleeping in a medical bed.
Okay.
With the 12 gauge on the side of it.
Oh, I love it.
I walked up on his house at midnight, and she was like, who you here to see? I was like,
oh, shit.
Yeah, I was like, yo.
Noah, I swear to God.
Yo.
I know him.
Yo.
Damn. So Granny Says.
Granny Says she's a real woman, and he's a great MC. And I've seen him grow into somebody really dope. And that song.
And he's a good dude, man.
Yeah,
he's a good dude.
This is good energy, man. And I had my Monday started on Sunday. This week, Sunday was real difficult for me. And I was like, man, I'm in a bad place mentally. I got to listen to some Noah James. You got to listen
to positive Noah James, bro. And then I saw it's a really dope show you're doing pop up today on Instagram, man.
Oh yeah, man.
What's
my
that
little
about?
homie Asher, his mom Jenny has been a fan of mine for years, and a friend, but a fan. She's known me since we were 17 years old.
Oh wow.
But I would say since I did my first show in LA at the Roxy, she's been buying a ticket.
That's dope.
So it's been over probably 16 years of her buying a ticket to every show. She has an 11-year-old son who should be even maybe out of high school by now. He's 11-year-old.
Really like a genius kid.
Yeah, but he can't function in a normal environment. The smart kid school told him we have nothing else here for him here. We can't do anything else for him. She found one program for him. Yeah. And she couldn't afford it anymore, so he went back and started doing online courses, but he's done with those. And they try to put him in college, and he's just like, he's 11. You know?
Yeah. I mean,
and he's like, I just want to be a normal kid for as long as I can.
Makes sense.
That school is the only place I felt normal. Can I go back there, Mom? And she
just can't afford it.
Yeah, and so she has 2 kids, single mother, and she was just like, she had to move to downtown LA to be closer to the school, but now they can't afford the apartment and the school. It's just like it's a lot. So she, humbled herself and like asked me for help. I know, and she's not. She's a very strong woman. I'll say. So she's like, "Yo, can we just do a show or something?" And I was like, "Sure."
That's dope.
So Faye Dodo donated some time. Specs and No Can Do donated. I think Mona Lisa's going to DJ. Jenny's been a part of our family of LA Underground for years. And Asher is a child of the scene,
That's
literally
dope.
She raised him on my music, so I can't.
You gotta help, man.
Yeah, so if you go to Fade Dodo on September 2nd, make sure you come out. $20 at the door. It may sell out before it's Eventbrite. It's only like 150 places. It's
Fayetteville's not that
and it's
big.
in Midtown. It's in the hood, so it's my first show in El Rey's like on the outskirts of my neighborhood. This is the first show in my neighborhood I've done
ever.
I mean, unless you count like open mics.
Haven't you played Fayetteville before?
No, I never played
that
Fayetteville.
a bunch of times.
Never played Fayetteville.
Damn. Well, I want to support it, man. I need to roll through that, man.
On my Instagram, it's in the thing in my bio, the link Eventbrite. And we're gonna put up a GoFundMe because a lot of people have been asking like how they can support if they're not in town.
Yeah.
So yeah, she asked me for $2,500 and the tuition is like $30. She's like, I'll cover the rest if you could just help me out with $2,500.
We could do better.
That was our goal, and I was like,
do better than that, bro.
I was like, come on, man.
I think we should charge tickets and then maybe ask them for more money when you're there, bro. Like the church. Or
Might we'll do that, and we might make some T-shirts. I don't know what's gonna happen.
But let's do this, man.
Speaking of children, this is something I thought of today, and I thought that I might try this out on the podcast. Shit that I think about that's probably not okay.
Probably not okay.
But it's okay.
But you're going to think about it
Winnie the Pooh.
Anyway. Winnie the Pooh. He's a racist.
Gangbanger.
Oh, he's a gangbanger. Okay.
He's like Fat Blood from the hood. I can't say cuz because he wears a red shirt.
He does wear red. You're right.
And pot of honey. But it's pot. It's weed.
Damn, yo.
Piglet is the little homie that Pooh's always trying to get like, but you know when shit really pop off, Pooh's like a punk ass bitch. Like Pooh's a punk ass nigga.
Yeah, he is kind of a punk.
But then
bitch.
Piglet jumps up and gets brave. They got beef with the Heffalumps and the Woozles.
That's all gangs. That's gang shit, yo.
Gang shit. Tigger's the shooter.
Yep.
He's already like he's
the crazy one.
Yeah.
Yep.
Kanga and Rue. Kanga used to live in the hood. Rue's the son. And she moved out of the hood.
She's trying to get her, trying to save her.
But then he got hooked up with Tigger, and he thinks being in the hood is fly.
And come
like
on,
Rue.
let's not think, Tigger. Don't hard R that too much, bro. You know what I'm saying?
That's real quick.
Tigger will kill you on that shit,
and what does he have? Stripes.
Oh, he got them stripes,
because he's a real one. Bro. He got stripes. He's always ready to get it jumping.
You blowing my mind right now, bro.
Rabbit is the old ass dude who's a cop that lives in the neighborhood. Who's always like, stay out of my garden. Don't fuck with my carrots.
Right.
Yo, y'all drink, keep that
there.
honey and all that shit over there.
Yep, they be slanging that honey, bro. That's the business.
And the owl is like the crazy ass preacher, like somebody crazy ass crack smoked out ass uncle who got all these conspiracy theories.
Yeah, he probably know about Mandela Effect.
Yeah, he knows about the Mandela. He's always trying to tell him about the Mandela.
He's
like,
always
shut the
talking
fuck
that
up,
Higgs
blood.
boson and all that shit.
And Pooh's always talking shit, just trying to get everybody to get him some honey. And, you know what I'm saying? Like
he's kind of the fiend.
And Christopher
he's
Robin,
kind of the fiend. Then
yeah, he is.
Yeah,
but he's trying to be. He's trying to be
cracked
tough.
out.
Yeah,
he's honeyed out.
He's honeyed out. Like,
oh shit!
But honey's just like kind of weed. He's a stoner.
Yeah, he's
but
vibing.
Like he kind of gets him into shit. Always trying to find weed in the wrong neighborhood. Yeah.
I just want my honey. Don't he?
Eeyore's going through PTSD.
Oh yeah,
like he's just depressed.
Up.
Like he got Pooh got somebody shot. They don't know who, but back in the day, and Eeyore's hasn't been right. And he has a colostomy bag that keeps coming out. That's his tail that keeps falling out.
Oh my god!
But Christopher Robin is a fucking snitch, bro.
See, he's not from their hood.
Nah, he's a parent.
From their
his
hood,
parents
bro.
are like sending him to infiltrate 100 Acre Woods, 100
it's like
Acre Piru.
It's like when you like
because when he turns 10, he stops fucking with him. He's like, "Yo, I gotta go to school, my niggas."
I'm out.
And all of a sudden, like shit starts to go bad, man.
Something gets weird, right?
Yeah, he was orchestrating all that shit, man. He got Pooh hooked on honey.
He's the snitch, bro.
He concocted this whole scheme. It's all in his head.
Oh shit,
he's a fed.
He's narcotics, man.
Yeah,
that's what it is.
Fuck Christopher Robin. That movie. I'm gonna go see it tomorrow though. See if I'm right. See if my theory is right.
Your theory might be right. What if you just went in and it was like for real, like on the note, everything. Like Tigger's like, "What's up, Nick?" He's like, "Yo, what? Yo, this shit is crazy."
My Tiggers.
Yeah, where are my Tiggers at?
Where are my Tiggers at?
Yeah, you watch
Tigger got stripes though.
Hey, bitch, get on that street, push that honey. Like, oh shit.
Hey, Pooh need that honey.
Pooh need that honey. Pooh need that honey.
Pooh need that honey.
Hey, yo, Pooh need that honey.
Heffalumps and Woozles. Yo, if you ever listen to Heffalumps and Woozles song, it's like they're creepy, they're near, so something. They're very insincere. I'm like, damn, that's the worst they can be. Like,
they're very insincere.
They're very insincere.
It's like,
watch out for the Heffalumps.
Really handsome today. Well, this guy, he's so insincere, man. Don't hang out with that guy. I was
like, that's the worst thing a Heffalump and a Woozle could be. Pooh was scared of them niggas because they were insincere. Like,
insincere. That's because he's so high, bro. You don't understand. He's
like, yo, he
I just did a whole freaking bong load of honey, bro.
Yeah,
you guys are fucking tripping me out.
Yeah, with all the insincerity right now.
I can't tell if you're being serious or
Tigger, Piglet, handle these niggas.
What's up with these fools, yo? Are they being sincere with me right now?
Hey, don't come to 100 Acre Woods with that insincerity, blood.
blood.
Oh, Pyru, blood.
I put that on.
You know I'm out here with no drawers, so I don't give a fuck.
I know.
Take a let these motherfuckers know right quick.
How do all these freaking characters be wearing a shirt and no pants, man? What's up
Thug
with that,
life.
bro? That's some thug life. That's fucking Donald Duck. They be just
Donald
no
Duck,
pants,
yeah,
bro.
fucking Fred Flintstone.
And they can have it tapped like shirt, tie, fucking button up and shit, and no pants on, bro.
No draw. That's when you know they with the bullshit.
They don't give a shit, bro. That's when they don't give a shit, bro.
Donald is kind of on some dope, man.
He's on that other shit.
He got the ex-dope fiend voice.
Pooh is on that. You know, on that weed, so he's like super chill, bro. Donald's on cocaine.
And maybe that's why they're always going to Rabbit's Garden, because they were trying to plant weed.
That's what it is. But Donald Duck, that fool's on cocaine.
Yeah, he's
done
cocaine. Back, bring it full circle.
Cocaine.
Maybe that's who Rick Ross was serving.
Maybe that's it.
Because he's from Florida. Donald Duck from Florida.
He was serving Donald Duck that cocaine, bro. Oh, shit, bro. That is a deep dive I never thought I would do on fucking Winnie the Pooh.
Yeah, hey, that's imagine me. That just popped in my head today.
That's ill shit.
That's what's going on in my brain.
Hey, yo, bring that to the podcast. Any other thoughts you got? I like your style, kid. I like where you
man,
going with that, bro.
I just see, I see through the bullshit, man.
You see what they trying to do, man.
I see what they trying
it is
to
a conspiracy, man. They trying to feed our young people.
And what the real trip is, to this day, the same dude that does Pooh's voice does Tigger's voice. We can't get no diversity.
So you don't even know, though. You don't even know who's real and who's not in that situation.
Is he really Pooh or is he Tigger?
Who's the real person, man?
Shh, man.
Like, he set it up for
Disney.
Maybe that's the guy who set it up from the beginning, bro.
Yeah,
maybe he's doing Christopher Robin's voice too.
They don't let us know, man. These motherfuckers.
Wait,
man.
The one you're going to see, is that the one with what's his name? Ewan McGregor?
Yeah, white cuss. I don't know.
Oh. Is it Ewan McGregor?
I don't know people, man. I'm a racist, man. I don't know. I can't tell white people apart. I think Sandra Bullock,
Kenobi, bro.
If he puts on a fucking cloak, I'll know who he is.
Okay, respect,
if I see cuz on the street, I'm not over.
Whatever, man.
Ewan McGregor.
Who gives a shit, right? It's only
Harrison Ford. Who gives a fuck?
Who gives a shit, bro? They're only classic American actors. Fuck it. I think you're right, bro.
Ewan McGregor's not even American, bro.
Yeah, but he's still
even I know that.
He's done so many American movies, bro. He did a classic American movie. It's called Star Wars. He did 3 of them.
Okay, bro. Let's just... Every week it comes back to Star Wars.
Blew the coop. I knew soup woo.
Bro.
Ain't nothing but the wind in my hair.
Ewan McGregor was never in a classic American film. As much as I love episodes 1, 2, and 3, none of them are classic American films, bro.
I feel the darts. Yeah, you're right. But you know what, man? Ewan McGregor was hard as fuck, bro. And in my multiverse, if we could just Mandela the fuck out of here, they still about to do that fucking Ben Kenobi movie, and they hired my man Ewan McGregor. That's my multiverse. Let's get out of here, man. You want to go to that movie? You want to go to that multiverse?
Let's go there.
We need to get out of here, bro.
Dip right into that. I'll dip in that. That's the universe I'll dip into. I'm trying to think. Ewan McGregor was in something else.
He's in a lot of movies. Trainspotting's when he kind of popped off.
Yeah.
And then, I don't know, who gives a fuck? It's just some stupid white actor. Who cares, right? Some British dude.
That's racist, man.
That's what you said.
I was going to be. I didn't
you
say
you don't care about white actors.
I said I don't know. I don't know them.
You mentioned him being white.
Yeah, no, I don't know white actors. I don't know them.
There you
I can't tell them apart.
That's what I'm saying. So
I didn't call them stupid, though.
You can't tell them. You can't tell them apart.
No, I couldn't tell them apart, man.
Oh well.
I have a hard time with Natalie Portman and Scarlett Johansson and Julia Roberts and Sandra Bullock. Like, they're all they pair them off. They're interchangeable to me. I can't remember who's in fucking Lost in Translation.
Scarlett Johansson.
Yeah.
I had to search my brain for that one for a second.
Okay, maybe I'm not as racist as I think, or maybe you're just
onto
as racist.
You're onto some real, bro.
Julia Roberts, Sandra Bullock. Which one was in Aaron Brockovich?
Julia Roberts.
Which one was in Speed?
Sandra Bullock.
Okay, there you go. See? Which one was in the space movie?
Which space movie? Oh, Sandra Bullock. You're talking about the one where she gets back to Earth at the end?
Yeah.
Like, and
Muzz
George
is over here
Clooney just
nodding.
floats
Muzz
away.
don't know shit.
Where George Clooney floats away like this?
Yeah.
Wait,
but which one was the one with the bookcase?
That's
Interstellar?
The one Interstellar.
Is Sandra Bullock in that?
Nah,
Sandra Bullock never went to space?
You're mistaking her for Matthew McConaughey. He's in that. All the white people, you can't tell the difference. Sandra Bullock, Matthew McConaughey.
Ewan McGregor, who was it? I don't know.
Nah, man.
It was the guy who does the voice for Winnie the Pooh.
Well, you know. Yeah, that's who it was. At the end of the day, I think Matthew McConaughey also does Winnie the Pooh. So.
And fuck Matthew McConaughey. That's another thing, too. Fuck him and that motherfucker. like 6 months into Donald Trump's presidency, was like, we just need to get over it. Bitch, you get over it. He's not threatening to send your family to the fucking other country.
Yeah, bro, you're white. You are rich as fuck.
Fuck Lincoln, the car company, for fucking
I thought you meant Lincoln, like Abraham Lincoln. Like, let's take it all the way. Yeah, fuck all the presidents.
No, fuck the car company because they put his bitch ass in the commercial. And fuck your whole ass. Get over it. You get over it, motherfucker.
Respect, dude.
Get the fuck out of here, man.
You shouldn't have said that, bro. Plus, we think sometimes you're fucking Sandra Bullock. We can't even tell.
Yeah.
You know, your space movie, her space movie.
All right, who's you, George Clooney? Who are you?
I know. What fucking multiverse are you in? We don't even know, bro.
Yeah. Are you spinning?
This guy's still spinning out there, bro.
Yeah, go ahead, Winnie the Pooh.
Fuck those guys, man.
Yeah, man.
I'd rather see Winnie
I hope
the Pooh,
Tigger shoots all those motherfuckers.
Yeah, yo, my Tigger's gonna take care of it. Yeah, don't worry about
it. Hit my Tiggers in the street.
Where my Tiggers at, yo? Hey, yo, my Tiggers, watch out for all them piggers out there, yo. You know what I'm saying? Because you know how them piggers be doing us, my Tiggers.
The Tiggers and piggers, yo.
The Tiggers and piggers, yo. Shit is real out here, man.
Oh, man.
And don't you dare hard R that Tigger. I tell you right now.
You're not
he will kill you. He got them straps, bro.
Yeah, you got stripes, man.
Yeah. He got stripes and straps.
Stripes
bro.
and straps. That's his mixtape. Stripes and Straps, Volume 1. Tiggers with attitudes. Tickets with attitude, TWA.
Tickets with attitude.
That's why they had to
stripes and straps.
That's why I had to kill that airline.
Which one?
TWA. You remember
that?
Yeah, Tigger wasn't having that shit.
Tigger's the one that locked that down.
Yeah,
right?
He's like, hey,
we done with you.
Yeah.
TWA?
Nah. There's only one TWA.
Nah.
There's only one TWA. And you want to see these straps and stripes?
Oh man,
this motherfucker.
That is too
Straps
much,
and Stripes,
bro.
Volume 1. New shit
coming out. New shit exclusive.
New shit exclusive.
Tigger. First single featuring Tiger.
DJ Hydro presents the first single featuring Tiger.
Tigger featuring Tiger. We run these streets, bro.
Tigger featuring Tiger. Oh shit, bitch.
Where do we go from here, bro?
I'm done. We get the fuck out of here.
I think we out of here, bro.
Thank you, man. Make sure you rate and review the podcast. Tell your
Follow
friends.
us.
Yeah, we're almost to 100 reviews. I don't know what's gonna happen at 100 reviews. 100 reviews. I might try to string together 10 push-ups.
Okay, respect. 10 push-ups. Follow us at Felipe's Garage. Do the crispy chicken slap challenge, man. It's been a week. I want to see some crispy chicken slap videos.
Go to Hot Star in Rolling Heights, or find
any chicken, man.
Find your homeboy, pop up out the closet, and like hit his ass. Like wait till your roommate sleep, hide in the closet,
do those, like,
and then hit him with a bunch of
hit
him with a bunch of chicken nuggets.
Like find one of your drunk homies and pass out on the couch, something like this one, and just smack the shit out of him with some chicken and film it, bro.
Not raw.
Not raw. It's got to be crispy, bro. Crispy and delicious, man.
Crispy chicken.
All right, so crispy chicken slap challenge. Follow us, rate us, review us.
We're gonna take you out, maybe if we can, with barring any Disney action. Maybe we could take them out with a Heffalumps and Woozles.
So, go ahead, man. I'll follow your lead.
Oh,
you want to play it for real?
Yeah.
All right, we gonna play. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3.